You won't be guessing how powerful you are after you see this. You're going to be able to tap into that power immediately. Start shifting realities and jumping on the timelines where you have your desire. I appreciate you subscribing right down at the bottom, and we are going to get into your unlimited, limitless potential power. So in the morning, I had this thought that came through, this inspired thought, this inspired block of thought came through to me. And when I say a block of thought, I mean it was like blocks and blocks of thought. And as these blocks of thought were coming through, I got really excited. I was like, ooh, it's like I was realizing something at the same time it was coming out of my mouth, because that's when I do. When I have those blocks of intuition come through, I say it out loud, and I'm kind of like just talking as if I was in a video, but I'm not in a video. But what came through to me, and I got excited excited about it for a reason. That means you were meant to hear it, and I'm here to tell you. So see your reality like this. Your reality is a game. This is going to make so much sense. Just follow me, okay? Your reality is a game. You are the programmer and the co-creator of this game. And whenever something happens in your reality, let's say when you're manifesting something, you're specifically manifesting something, and then your reality is not reflecting it. It's like you're manifesting abundance, but all you see is these bills. So and then you start to feel upset and angry and frustrated, like, oh my gosh, this stuff is not working. That's a bug in the program, a bug in the game, a bug in the app. So what do you do when there is a bug in the app? You reprogram the app. You reprogram the game. You put out the updated version. That's what you're doing all the time. That's how your reality works. So, and we can also put it this way as well. So when I say program, you're the programmer. You're programming this game, your reality, with your beliefs. That's how you write the code. So if you are in your reality and you are manifesting, let's go with money. You're manifesting money. But then you have a bill that comes through. You're like, oh my gosh, this is unexpected. Like, I'm manifesting $500, but I'm just getting a bill. So that's some faulty programming. That's like a fault in the code. That's a bug. So what you do is see the description that you're giving those bills. So if you have the description of bills, the first thing that comes to mind, you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to take away my money. Okay. That right there is the programming. That's the code. So with that code, we need to give it a new description. So we reprogram the code. So what we do by that is we shift our limiting beliefs. Okay. So why do you believe that is taking away your money? Why is it so scary for your money to be taken away? What makes you feel so unsafe about money being taken away? How was money taken away from you when you were younger? Start asking yourself those questions, because you're going to go layer by layer by layer, and you're going to get down to a belief that's not going to make sense. And you're going to see the fault in the code, because it may boil down to you're saying that money is being taken away from you, but at the same time, you may have the belief that I'm not a good person, or people with money are not good people. Okay? So you want money, but you believe that people who have money are bad people. Do you see the fault in the code? So why do you keep linking those two things together? Answer that question. Why do you link those beliefs together? And once you uncover that limiting belief, because you're going to get down to the core belief, you shift it. And then tell yourself, with that situation, the whole scenario I gave you, I choose to believe and give the description of that bill, meaning I'm receiving more money. However, whatever description that strikes your fancy, just put it on there. So then when you give that thing a new description, that is the new programming. That is the new code. That's the updated version of the app, because you're going to feel happy. You're going to feel at ease. So that tells you your emotions are going to tell you that code is locked in. You see what I'm saying? So you put a new description on those bills, meaning you're receiving more money or you're making space for more money. And when you do that, check how you feel. Okay? That'll tell you if the belief has been integrated, locked in. So if you feel relieved after that, if you feel appreciative after that, or more of a higher vibe emotion, then guess what? You can do, you're integrating that belief. That means it's happened seamlessly. But if you still feel like, oh my gosh, this doesn't, if you're still feeling like stressed out, well, guess what? Go back to identifying the limiting belief, because there is another one. So you would keep going, you would go through the process again. And as you keep going through the process, you're going to get the right one. You're going to get the accurate limiting belief. And that's how it works. And when I thought of this, I was like I get amazed by these thoughts that come through. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I get it so much more now. Because the game, like metaphor or analogy, that really stuck with me, because when I was younger, I used to play a lot of games. So think about it like that. It's just think of it as the code, the programming. You are the programmer and the co-creator. So realize that you are that. Because the only reason things are happening so randomly and unconsciously in front of you is because you are not aware that you are the programmer and the co-creator of this game. I mean, you made the game. You co-created it. You're not just a viewer of the game. You created the game. You see what I'm saying? The game is not happening to you. You are writing this game. You're doing it. You're typing it up. So start to realize that you're doing that and see how much more power you have. And you are going to have so much more creative flow going on, because you're going to be able to see things differently, easier. It's going to be easier for you to start shifting those descriptions of things faster. Because sometimes it would be like you don't even, need to figure out what the limiting belief is, because when you shift the description of the thing, it's going to integrate easily. There's more creativity, because the way that the description you give these things, you can be creative with it. Like, you see how I said with the bills, I'm making room for more money. That means I'm receiving more money. That means somebody's sending me a check. However you want to do it, that makes you feel good. Play with it. Manifestation, conscious manifestation is fun. Play with it. Play with those descriptions. Toss it, turn it, flip it around, do it however you want, because it's fun. And you will start realizing more and more and more. And then you will get that inspired blocks of thought that comes through that makes you understand what you are manifesting and the whole process better and easier, because you are always being guided. And I used to think before, like, when they say all you have to do is ask and you're going to get the answer, I used to, at a point in time, I was like, okay, well, it just didn't click with me how you could just get the answer. Like, how? But now I realize you do get the answer. If you are asking by placing your focus. Now, when you're asking, that does not mean you're asking the universe, can I please have a car? Please, I just need a car, please, so I can go and do different things. I just need a new car. That's not asking in the way that you're wanting to get the results. Now, when we say ask the universe, that means you're placing your focus. Make a statement. So you're saying, thank you for this car. I decided to have a car. Thank you for this car. It feels good to have this car. You're making statements and putting your focus on it. That is how you ask. You ask in a higher vibrational frequency. Because also, take this into account. take that into account. And then also, I do want to say, because it just came to my mind, if you're asking a question, like how do I manifest more abundance for myself? I really want to have more clients in my business. I really want to have a successful business. Like, where do I start? Okay. If you want to start out that way, you can. It's cool. So what you do is you start getting into the vibrational frequency, because that question is one vibrational frequency. It's not the vibrational frequency of the answer. You see what I'm saying? It's with this energy and the frequency of things, it's very subtle. So as soon as you start understanding that more and feeling into this stuff more, you will notice the question is a question type vibrational frequency. The answer is another frequency. So to get the answer, what you're going to do is focus. Focus on that topic, okay? So how do I manifest more abundance? Okay, so start going with your curiosity. So if you're curious to look up something on YouTube or TikTok, do it. Because that is going to lead you to your answers. If that's your inspired thought that comes through and you get excited about, oh man, I'm really curious about this, I'm going to look this up, do it. You're going to go down a rabbit hole. It'll be a series. I mean, it may not even be that many events, but it can be a series of events that lead you to the answer. And you don't have to just get the answer from physical things. It can just come to you like with the blocks of thought I told you about, the inspired thoughts. It can just come through that way where you just get it. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, higher self. You can get it like that. So don't limit yourself on the way that the information comes to you, on the way that the intuition comes to you. It can happen in many ways. You can get your answers in all types of ways. Some people get their answers by they hear a voice, or it's different ways. Maybe they see something on the back of a car. You get your answers in all types of ways. And it's exciting because you're going to get it. When you get these answers, you're going to feel excited. And you're going to know that your question was answered. And to take this a step further, because I know we are all CEO manifestors here because you're on my channel. So going back to the game. So your reality is the game. Okay. And everybody, the people around you, they are playing their game. Okay. They're playing their game. And all of these games connect into a system, right? So your game connects to this system. So since you connect to the system, you are a part of your game. You are your game and you are the system. You're a piece of the system, so you are the system. Catch that. That is reality. That is how your reality is. You're a piece of the whole. So you are the piece and you're the whole. Ooh, yeah, that feels good. If you don't like something in your reality, be a CEO manifester and reprogram your game. It's your game. You're having fun in your game. Your game is meant for you. Everything you're seeing in your reality is your game. You put that code together. If you don't like the code, then change it. This is your creative playground. It's your game. You have all of this limitlessness that you can work with. What do you want? What do you want? I know a situation can seem so bad. It can seem bad, but again, that's your program. That's your program. So if it seems that bad, then see what the bug is. See what the bug is. Shift the description of that thing. Right? Reprogram your game. Not your friend's game. Not your mama's game. Not your dad's game. Your game. This is your game. Okay? And the characters in your game, you experience them through your programming. Ooh, I know what you're thinking. Well, dang. Let me write up a new program. We'll do it. You have that ability. You can do that at any time. This video that you're watching, you are experiencing it through your program, through your beliefs. And if somebody else is watching it next to you, they are experiencing this video through their program in their game. That's why two people can go through the same type of situation. Two people can see a red car go by, and they have two different perspectives on it. Why? Why do they have two different perspectives when they saw a red car? The other person may say, oh yeah, that was dark red in the car, and the other person will say, that is light red. Okay, so I know we're seeing the same thing. Are they wrong? No, they're experiencing that car through their program in their game, the same as the other person. So that's why this is so fascinating to me. Is it fascinating to you? Like, do you just look at the world with awe? Like, I mean, even if things are bad or, quote unquote bad, you can still look at it with like, well, dang, I mean, I can't blame nobody about this. I can't. So, and then you have that creative space to assess it, like the CEO manifestor you are, and the programmer and co-creator that you are, and shift it. Okay, I'm giving it this description instead. I like this one better. It clicks with me. That's the accurate program for me. I programmed it real good this time. You've got this, lovely souls, and I'm not going to have you leaving here empty-handed without even knowing how to start shifting your limiting beliefs. I have a free training right down below where you can start shattering your limiting beliefs, because that is the step. That is how you start reprogramming your game. So you can start experiencing things differently and start seeing things differently. It's right down below. It's right there for y'all. And I appreciate you watching this video and tuning into all the videos that I have, because I know you're getting so many breakthroughs from these videos. And I'll see you in the next one.